Changing my beliefs is the only thing that helped me go from a person who struggled financially to someone who's now able to manifest anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 every single month. Now, the first thing that I had to learn at the beginning of my manifestation journey is understanding the concept of believing and what it actually means to believe. In the law of attraction space, people love to say whatever the mind can conceive and believe the mind can achieve. And then they give you the most basic practice ever to change your beliefs. They just say, all you have to do is pick a desire, then create an affirmation that states the end outcome of that desire, repeat it long enough until it becomes a part of your new belief system. Therefore, you attract what you're trying to affirm. And I used to think that was true. I used to create affirmations that would indicate that I'm successful. I would say I'm wealthy, I am prospering, I am making $10,000 every single month. And I would repeat those affirmations every single day, morning, noon, and night, thinking that this will somehow magically change my life. But then months would go by and I would see no progress whatsoever. Not even like a tiny bitty litty progress. And I didn't know why my affirmations weren't working until I decided to kind of just let go of books like Think and Grow Rich, which is, by the way, Think and Grow Rich is the most basic book you could ever read around manifestation. And I also decided to let go of the basic advice people give you on YouTube. And I decided to go to old mystical books. We're talking books that were written in the 1920s and the 1910s. And by reading those books, that's where I understood exactly what it means to believe and what it means to change your beliefs. And essentially what the books would talk about is that believing is a state of being. And it made sense because even though I would say my affirmations of I am successful, I am making so much money, I am wealthy, I never really embodied that state of being. So therefore, I didn't really believe that it was possible for me to attract that thing that I'm affirming. So now that I understood that principle, which is believing is just being in a state of mind and body that resonates with that thing you're trying to affirm, now I had to go to the second thing and learn the second thing, which is that saying affirmations alone will never help me attract money into my life. So what I decided to do is just combine affirmations with a little bit of imagining. You don't have to be an expert at visualization. You don't have to be very good at visualization. If you could just be the kind of person who is able to come up with an affirmation and attach it with a scene that indicates the end outcome and meditate on it on a regular basis, that eventually will become a part of your new belief system. And that's how you override the old programming that you've had for God knows how long. And that's exactly what I did. I would say I make $10,000 every single month. And then I would create a scene where I would imagine a wire hitting my bank account. And I would do this for as long as I can every single day, because I learned that changing my beliefs doesn't happen in an instant. Because if it was that easy, trust me, a lot of people would have been successful by now. A lot of people would have become famous. A lot of people would have manifested tons and tons of money. A lot of people wouldn't be even watching this video right here, right now, if changing your beliefs was instant. I hate when people say manifestation is instant, because it's not. The moment that new belief system is installed in your mind and it overrides the old limiting beliefs, manifestation becomes instant. And the only way you're able to program your mind with new beliefs is by kind of just being persistent with the mental work. Don't worry about the action you have to take on the outside world. Always make sure to prioritize what you do on a day-to-day basis with your mind. So then eventually you get to a point where that state of being that you're trying to embody becomes the natural state of you. It becomes who you are, really, not just trying to fake it till you make it. Now here's the thing. I know you may say, well, what about doubt? What can I do when doubt comes up? And I would be lying to you if I said that I never doubted, because I doubt. Till this day, when I set a new goal, doubt will sometimes come up, and I would have to kind of just not let it control over me by remembering this one simple principle that I learned from the Kabbalah, which is the fulfillment of the desire is there before the desire even comes up. Anything that you desire, regardless of how small or big it is, its fulfillment already exists. And that's not me who's saying that. That's the Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism. Literally the principles that many books and many occults are built upon. So if the Kabbalah says it, then best believe it's true. So every time doubt comes up, tell yourself, what I want already exists. What I want already exists. So doubt is nothing but a concept that the mind creates. It's not real. Doubt is not real. It only becomes real if you keep believing it's real. And the only way you can kind of just let go of its effects is by reminding yourself of the Kabbalah principle that the fulfillment of my desire already exists before my desire even came up. And when you let go of doubt by reminding yourself of that principle, you begin to strengthen your faith. And I want to be very specific on what faith means. Faith means expecting. People say, have faith. What do you mean have faith? Just like people who say, oh, believe. What do you mean to believe? Believe just means being. So you're embodying a state of being. And then faith just means expecting, by expecting the best and not the worst. And by reminding yourself of that one simple principle, not only you let go of doubt, but you begin to expect that what you want and what you embody on a day-to-day basis will come into your life. Now, the last thing which I had to learn is that I had to make sure that I take action from the state of abundance. And here's what I mean by that. I run a business where I help individuals with anxiety, and I use that business as a vessel to take all my manifestation energy, channel it into that certain vessel so I'm able to attract money into my life. And at the early stages of running that business, what I used to do is, instead of just taking the business fully seriously, I kind of ran it as a part-time thing where I'll be helping people for free through chats, sometimes through video calls, and I'll be posting posts on Facebook groups, just giving advice. And the reason why I would do that is because I always reminded myself that if I'm just giving out from the state of abundance instead of the state of please pay me money to receive my help, that's when I knew that abundance will come back to me tenfold in the way I wanted to come back to me, which in that case was money. And it worked. Not long after doing that, I had people reach out to me for one-on-one guidance. I had people reaching out to me on email saying, listen, I've seen your post and I saw your email. Could you please help me? I'm more than happy to pay for it. And I would jump on these calls and money would start to roll in little by little. It didn't come in large chunks at the beginning. It was like $500, $300, $1,000. But then when I made the commitment to take my business completely seriously and just go fully in, 30 days after making that full commitment, I made $11,500. So understand this. One, your beliefs change when you embody a new state of being. Therefore, you begin to believe in new things and override the old limiting beliefs. Two, your faith becomes stronger when you completely let go of the idea of doubt by understanding that the fulfillment of your desire already exists, and it existed way before the desire even came up in your heart. And three, helping others from the state of abundance and giving out help and making sure you help people solve problems and giving them guidance is the fastest way for you to attract money into your life. Now, trying to live by the rules that I just mentioned in this conversation that we had could be a little bit overwhelming, which is why I'd love to invite you for you to just simply book a call with me down below. And I wanna help you not only change your beliefs and let go of your old limiting beliefs, but I also want to help you build the exact same business that I've built for myself, so you can use that as a vessel to channel all your manifestation energy into, so you're able to attract all the money which you desire. Since at the end of the day, trying to manifest money without taking action or trying to build the proper vessel to make it come into existence is the best way for you to live a financially frustrating life. But if you don't want to work with me, that's fine. I'm not going to force you. You can just watch all my past videos. I know for a fact they will help you. Comment down below anything that's on your mind, what you're trying to manifest, why you're trying to manifest it. Comment down below questions that you want me to answer either in videos or in the comments so everybody reads them. And make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next conversation.